Hello, everybody, and welcome back to McRaeathon. Blast from the past 2000. This has been, and I have to nearly use the past tense at this point, this has been a speedrun event raising money for Get Well Gamers, where we have been predominantly featuring racing games from the year 2000 to 2010. Yes, unfortunately, that is borderline retro these days, but we have been loving it this weekend. And we are coming up for our final run here, but before we do, please do not forget that we are raising money for Get Well Gamers. If you can donate, please do. Thank you to everyone who has donated so far. But if you scooch up to the top of the chat, you'll see the pinned comment where you can make a donation, or if you want to just scooch below the Twitch chat, there's more information down there. But I'm your host, Howling Mad Mike. I'll be covering the entirety of what will be the finale of McRaeathon Blast from the past 2000. And without any further ado, we have the Need for Speed Undercover with Evers. Evers, take it away.
Thank you. This is the... How do I put it? It's the often memed, often forgotten about alternate previous gen port of Need for Speed Undercover. Borrows a lot of what we know from the previous Need for Speed games in a very literal sense. It needs to be seen to be believed. That's all I can say. Timer starts from the moment I select difficulty. 3, 2, 1, go. So the events of the game are going to very loosely cover what the mainline game depicted. It's very condensed, and I'm also going to be skipping through all of the cutscenes, so don't expect to keep up. I'll do my best to explain what I'm doing in each event and the purpose of it. The core gameplay mechanic that I'll be using the most here is spamming the speed breaker a lot. Because in the half a second from the point it triggers, it gives you like a shot of instant grip. Very useful for retaining speed through some of the sharper corners. Just like so.
I got no visual. I don't see it. 1023 at last known location. Okay, I got him in sight. Still code 3.
So prologue done. You know, be familiar with all the controls. Skip through. Skip cutscene. We'll start out with a Dodge Challenger. Most powerful engine you can get your hands on, and then we'll upgrade it further down the line. We'll start by knocking out some of these simpler races first. Speed breaker also helps with cushioning some of these harsh jumps. So game progression is typically the game hands you like a batch of races, and you can't, or a batch of missions, and you just you know, do them, tick them off as you go along. There are holdovers from the mainline version of the game. You'll see the in the zone meter on the top of the speedometer. Typically that dictates how fast your NOS and speed breaker recharge. There's also a rank point system that I don't completely understand. I expect we'll encounter that later on in the run. Home circuits are a bit funny because they just lock you into the race for a set amount of time. It's actually less beneficial to use Speed Breaker at all because it will slow down the in-game time. So I've got to try and handle this rather hulking, heavy car and not make any stupid mistakes for this next minute. See how much the speed breaker helps there. If I'm taking that corner normally, the car probably spins straight out. It's a huge crutch for a lot of the racing that I'll do here in the game. You might have noticed this, you might not have. The world map is almost a one-to-one mirror, almost, of the map from Need for Speed Most Wanted. From, inner city Brockport to the stadium, all the way out to the bridge in Rosewood, and even Camden Beach are all not replaced, just renamed with their undercover counterparts. This would be Palm Harbour, for example, for Rockport. We'll head to Sunset Hills later, which is Rosewood, and then Port Crescent is just Camden Beach. Of course, with a much nicer skin over the top and a lot less yellow or orange. Here we are, here's the bridge. Unlike Most Wanted or Carbon, the cops don't immediately aggro on you once you're in their field of vision, which is good, I guess. It's very important that I don't trigger any cops during regular races, if I can help it. It does awkward things to the AI, and it won't reset until certain points in my progression, usually after a cutscene, I think, which is when they set the cop AI or something like that. First upgrade, just to make this car a little more tolerable. Instead of topping out at 220, we'll top out at 240. First cop event. This will be a demonstration in how I'll go through most of the cop events. Most of the cop events in this area. Pretty simple, 10k bounty. Don't even have to collect a combo or anything. Basically, we make a beeline for what, if memory serves, is university in Most Wanted. Because it completely trips out the cop AI. They can't follow me through here if I just cut through like this. And then right at the end is a cooldown spot. And we'll go through the same spot in the set outrun. It's also very important that I hit the speed breaker before any major jumps, because you cannot turn off the game moment camera in this port. which would be the the fancy cinematic camera that makes every jump look like a scene out of Fast and Furious. Problem is, of course, being a ported map with these unique physics, you find a lot of big jumps. It's important to be switched on.
And if I may just step in briefly, we have had a £2 donation from Pendle Stephen with the comment, here's £2 for the good cause, Ed. So thank you very much for that donation. And just to remind everyone, we are raising money for Get Well Gamers. You can see them in the bottom left corner of your screen there. Who are Get Well Gamers? Well, Get Well Gamers essentially looks to provide children in hospitals, particularly those who are unfortunately having extended stays in hospitals, with video game entertainment. And it's an absolutely awesome cause that I absolutely love that we support here at McRaeathon. And you can support it too by literally, if you look at the top of the chat, we have the pinned comment. That'll take you to the link to donate, or if you scooch below the Twitch chat, you can find it there. Any donations are massively appreciated. I'd also like to mention, whenever it crosses my mind, if you check out their website, which is getwellgamers.org.uk, they actually also accept donations in terms of physical games. So if you have any games lying around that you just gathering dust, and at best you'll get maybe 50 pence worth of trading for, maybe consider donating them to Get Well Gamers. They cover all of the postage costs. All you need to do is tell them what you've got. They'll tell you if they want it, and then you can arrange with them to get it shipped over to them. But if you can donate here at McRaeathon, or literally just post them some games, anything you can do to support them is absolutely fantastic. But with that £2 as well, we've lost the 269. We've lost the meme number. So I suppose at this point we have to say, maybe before the end of this run, still plenty of time to go yet, could we maybe hit that magical round £300? That'd be lovely. But please, as much as we appreciate everyone who has donated so far, please do keep them coming in. But back over to you.
It's a good cause. It's very close to my heart. I remember, oh gosh, I think it was ear surgery when I was very little. Had a extended stay at hospital myself when I was very little. Got really rather attached to, I think it was Ocarina of Time of Nintendo 64. Just being able to have something to take the mind off the everything, just the pain for new environment, was really crucial to me. So it feels good to be able to participate in an event that gives back. That's all, just a little anecdote from me. Nothing new yet. Unless I crash into that cop, then we'll have a problem. Don't usually do that. We're coming up to our first highway battle. Now, the thing about highway battles, they're really rather infamous. You basically, I mean, you can do your best, of course, you can go as fast as you want, but at the end of the day, if the game decides they're not letting you win, they're not letting you win. You are at times thoroughly at the mercy of the AI. Like, for example, just saw the AI hit the barrier there, and then the rubber bands just snapped immediately back to make sure it's still in the race. Not like any of the other games up to this point where, you know, if they hit a barrier, they're done. So typically, after we exit this highway section and go along the outskirts of Palm Harbor quotation marks, I might be able to shake Zach here. No. Rubber band says no. I could try and push him wide. Yeah, perfect. I managed to push the AI wide, and it's going to trip the meter in my favour. I don't often get to do that. Should be able to finish a little early. Perfect. If I'm doing this one optimally, I'm trying to hit as many cars as I go. Like that, conveniently. Normally they're a lot more difficult to get in front of me, but I've gotten lucky today. So now I can just drive all the way through, straight through hospital. I think it's hospital. Too easy. First driver job, which depicts all the little missions that the story characters will make you do to get deeper in the various crime rings, because at the end of the day you are an undercover police officer. Mission number 1, steal this car.
Get it to the destination, and you're not gonna scratch it up. Got it?
Going from a Dodge Challenger to a Porsche 911 GT2 is just amazing. The car actually handles, the car actually goes fast. Unfortunately, the mission's incredibly linear. Drive from point A to point B, jump over a bridge.
Try to pin him. Stand by. Yeah, I got him. I got him. I lost sight of him. Stand by.
A lot of these missions are like that, very simple point A to point B. Just got to make sure you do it as quickly and as optimally as possible. Oh, one thing I'll mention now that I'm looking at it. Your easy, medium, hard difficulties, I'm not completely certain if there's like if it reflects in the difficulty of the opponents you race necessarily, but it definitely has a factor on your health bar in missions. On easy, you know, I could smack a wall right here and barely take a scratch off it. But on hard difficulties, it's much easier to lose that health bar, which will of course fail the missions and make my life extremely difficult. We'll have a mission coming up where it will really accentuate how important it is to play on easy mode. Yeah, Yeah, you'll see what I mean. Cross street escape's a funny one. All I gotta do, hit the brakes, my really bad, really slow brakes, hit another U-turn into this alley, remark at why a cop has just teleported into the alley with me, and then park here. Or not. He'll just park next to me. I have to restart that one. Okay. That's fine. Means I don't have to do the U-turn. So the idea is, you know, you come in here, you get into cooldown mode, you back straight up into the cooldown spot. Usually an in and out mission. I don't normally get a lot of grief in that one.
Attention all units. We got a report of a vehicle moving at high speed, driving eastbound on North Boulevard. Can I get units in the area to respond, please?
This little this zigzag section here is just probably the worst. Elevation changes, having to maintain the speed of a speed breaker. Oncoming traffic. Not fun for my eyes, my ears, or my racing. I knew better than that. Silly me. You'll hit the brakes. The AI might decide when I win, but it also decides when it loses. Or when I lose. I think AI just hit that cop. Missing barrier. We're cut through here. It looks really dire, it looks like I'm about to lose, then bam, instant green. I can't finish the race from here though, unfortunately. One of these days I'll figure it out so I can cut the race short, but I'm always so terribly close, but then the AI just doesn't let me. So we use that little unfinished shortcut section there to get a better run up into the corner. Excuse me. And now we wait for the AI to mercifully let us win. Because there's really not much I can do when I top out at 240. Just a little more, please. Come on. Don't do me like this, we're so close. Thank you. That could have been a lot worse. Good thing about outruns is that it's not like I can lose. So even if I flip the car there, I'm not immediately at risk of having to restart. Straight for the usual spot again though. Cross-street tag's a bit difficult. I mean, sure, I can tag as many cops as I can find. The difficulty is getting to the cooldown spot as soon as I can. There's a short way off to the left, or I just go the usual way. I'm gonna have to go the usual way. If the cop spawns had been a little better for me and spawned further up the road here, I would have ducked left and then another right, and there's a cooldown spot under the bridge that I can take and shave off about 10 seconds, maybe. No such luck here though. The AI is also terribly clever when it wants to be, and I have to be really careful it doesn't drive itself into the lane over here. That's an apt way of putting it, yes. In most cases with the highway battles and the outruns, you are in fact tied to the AI with a rope. You do your best with what you're given. That being said, I reckon there's an awful lot I don't know about this game, because not many people play it. I'm hoping that one of these days someone else comes along, picks up the game, finds something new, breaks something new, and we can make this an even shorter run.
All Tri-City units, please be advised. We just got a 911
I'm convinced that we can cut the rope,
south, that's southbound.
so to speak.
I need a unit to clear and head up that way, please.
Not much longer with this boat on wheels now. Probably only a few more events until I can switch car. Where are you going? I'm trying not to crash into the cop here. Shoot. Okay. I'll try the. There's something we can do. I'll restart at the end of this event, and I should be able to exit to free roam and then pick the next mission, like what you can do with Most Wanted. I just hope it doesn't cause complications down the line.
Roger that. Got some units on the way up. We're trying to get you more. Just hang on there.
We're gonna force them off the road here.
Sometimes if you end up in a cop chase mid-race, you can be bailed out if you were due for a cutscene coming up, but now's not one of those cases. Yep, got for advance and everything. Okay. My only concern with that strat is I don't know how it affects the rank points system. Because technically you progress with doing these batches of events, but they also give you rank points which determine your progression as well. Similar to how Undercover PC does it. The strat usually for PC Undercover is you farm as much multiplier for that as you can, and it changes your progression by leaps and bounds. But coming back to this game, another A to B drive, cops hot on the tail. The key is to try and time my escape so that I don't end up in cooldowns so quick. Because if I end up in cooldown too quick, I'll have cops in front of me, and that's not good. I just need to keep them behind me.
All units, the suspect was last seen at north, that's north.
Oh, nice moves, man.
Good enough. And then once we've lost them on the way over, we hit the checkpoint. And that's the end of that mission.
Census Sunset District, we just got a 911 report of a speeding vehicle, last seen moving south or east south over the Silo Bridge. Requesting units to head up, please.
I'm gonna need some more info on that vehicle. I can attest, maybe.
Just while we have a minute, I'd just like to give a shout out to our friends over at NSG. NSG is Norway's resident speedrunning event. They have 2 events a year, and their next one is NSG Spring, which is coming April 24th to 26th. 2026, sorry, that's a lot of 26s there, but April 24th to 26th, 2026. I'd just like to give a massive thank you to NSG, who are restreaming this on their own channel. It's massively appreciated. If you want to go show them some love, it's twitch.tv/NSG Marathon. But yeah, massive thank you to them. And yeah, if you haven't dropped us or them a follow yet, please do so. Anything you can do to help us spread our influence, make sure that we can try moving into the future to raise even more money at these events. But we're stubbornly stuck at 271 at the moment, which is still an amazing target. But if we could hit the 300 before the end of this run, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Pin comment at the top of the chat with all the information you need to donate. But thank you everyone who has donated so far, but please keep them coming in.
Well, that was a perfectly optimal way to do the mission. It's perfect when the cops just line up right in front of you to get tagged, and then you can just hop off the bridge. Now we get an RX-7. Far and away, one of the fastest cars you can pick up in the mid-game. We'll just slap on a couple more upgrades on it over the course of this mid-game section. Or early mid, I should say. Where are you going? That's the thing about cop AI. It can be so erratic whenever it wants to be. Byway battle. This one's quite stubborn. What's some other quirks about the game I can talk about? The camera you choose to play at is quite crucial because it affects how render distance works. Like always far cam, so you can render things as far from you as possible. Because if you go, and I'm going to try not to do it here if I can, if you go hood cam or bumper cam, things will just materialize right in front of you mere moments before you crash into it. Rubber Band says no today, that's fine, I guess. It normally loosens up once we hit this section here. Yep. Alright, here's what I meant when I say only play on easy. You've got to get the attention of this guy and that Mercedes, and you're basically in a stock at least that happens to have NOS. Very, very slow. So what we do, drive along here, get his attention, and then the exit out of the city's to the left. This AI, when it wants to get behind me, will basically try and crash me out the entire time and whittle my health bar down. But if you're on easy, obviously that won't happen too soon. What you do instead is you basically wait for the AI to come to you and give you a little speed boost, thanks to the power of Rubber Band. Now we're up to 240. I can push that along with this NOS. When he comes back along, I'll hit 260 maybe. $270, and I'll try and maintain that if I can, but it's a bit difficult to do in the tunnels. It's important to try and keep him behind you as well. You don't want to, say, swing in front of a truck and get him caught there. because he has a tendency, if he gets caught up, to not catch up. So I'll try and hug this wall as much as I can so he doesn't get caught.
You're almost there.
Normally at the end here, once we reach the checkpoint, there's a cutscene thing. What are you doing? Ah, there we go. But in order to skip the cutscene, we try and bring him through in the middle of a Pursuit Breaker cutscene. Spare mace so we can skip the cutscene, and ta-da. Now for more upgrades. I could probably have explained that better. You get the gist though. You trigger a different cutscene to skip another cutscene. Now that I've got a car that's faster and grippier, I should be doing this speed breaker spam less and less, but as I said, it is a bit of a crutch. Very, very handy.
Attention Mountain District. Have a code 3 pursuit in progress. Now moving south.
The difficulty with
On Industry Lane. Find a pursuit will handle the call.
with this event is, of course, getting more cops to line up in front of you nicely, and then also getting the combo.
Unit 47.
It's not working. I might have to restart this one, but that's okay.
Let's nail this guy. Expect these sideswipes.
One more, please. I just used the speed breaker to pinch him into the wall. And then once I've got all the bounty we need, duck into the side here, which is where Rosewood Stadium would be. I try and hug this closely till I hit cooldown, and then U-turn into the car park there. It's important to hit cooldown, but it's important to hit cooldown before you do the U-turn, because if you're still evading as you do the U-turn, the cops have a tendency to actually get into the parking lot with you and completely ruin your escape. It's a very tricky event, that one.
And if I can just step in, we have a £4 donation from Anonymous. Very popular donator, that person. With the comment, round number is round. And with that, we have hit £275. We are only £25 off hitting that lovely, lovely £300 target. As I've said before, if you would like to donate and are in a position to do so, pinned comment is at the top of the chat. That takes you to all the information you need to know to donate. But thank you everyone who has donated so far. 275 is a lovely number, but maybe just maybe 300 before the end of this would be even nicer.
Already said before about how you know, if you tap speed breaker while on the throttle, you can keep most of your speed in a wider corner. But if you let off the throttle and do the same speed breaker turn, you can get a nice sharper turn, just at the expense of your speed. The speed brake is very versatile. Alright, we're approaching the ends of the first, I guess, stage of the game. Not you. Getting the last upgrade for a bit. And then we're into the takedown missions. Where I think, based on the story, it's you know, you take out these guys you've been making buddy with, so you can keep your motives and identity safe as a undercover police officer. The gist of these, basically, speed breaker slam in does a lot more damage than just bonking the car normally. And if I can, I can not like that. If I can stay in speed breaker and push the car up against the wall, I can do a lot more damage at once. Don't U-turn on me. Just stay close to the wall, please. I think the AI is a little confused. It doesn't normally do U-turns. It can, but it typically has a set route, one direction or the other. Into the wall, please. There you go. This is normally done a lot sooner. It's just being difficult. The hitbox on the Evo doesn't help either. This Chrysler's a lot easier to take down though. Just got to get a bit of a run up. Wait till he hits the brakes. And take a sizable portion off. We'll do a break up around this roundabout here. Little excessive, but I'll take that. this next outrun is quite annoying. Sometimes I can get away with it. Sometimes the autopilot can spin the AI around like that, or the AI can dip into the gas stations here and then immediately lock back onto me. But my main strat, barring any AI tomfoolery, is to just thread the needle through here, which I think is where the cannery usually is in Camden. And it will usually trip the AI up. AI says no. I'm going to go back around and try again. Like that. And if he's stuck to me again, I'd just restart the event. It's just a bit troublesome. Inlet bridge avoidance. We unlock the big beefy Mustangs to deal with in our flimsy little RX-7, and the heli's already over the top of us. Got to retain as many of these cops as we can on the way to the pursuit breaker, just to not get pushed around so much. We'll lose the heli too in that. Typically, a roadblock spawns in front not long after. About here or just a bit before. And if not there, then a little further up and to the left. There's a set route to run on this one. Then once we've got block number 1, follow the road. Block number 2 usually spawns directly over in front. You head right. Collector is running the roadblock anyway. And then collect as many cops as will follow and finish them off at this pursuit breaker here. I see that last one stuck on the barrier. He's thinking about it. I know it's coming. I don't want to trigger it too early, but I'll just work with that. Oh, he's gone out. Okay. He can't see me over the top of the barrier anyway, so I'll just go around him. And duck into the side alley here for safety.
Be advised the party was last seen driving up.
Slightly slow, but doable. So this would be roughly where prison is in Most Wanted. It's been turned into some kind of resort thing with a large Egyptian tower thing in the middle.
Now you send him a message from me.
In this event, we've got a trash 3 pursuit breakers specifically, whatever it represents anyway. But the order they give these locations to you with, according to the GPS, is kind of back to front. So what I'll do is I'll kind of just loop around and then take them all out in a round trip by completely ignoring the GPS and then going up over here.
One down.
Attention all PC units. We have at least one mobile code 6 driver being followed by police. Now head.
It's not particularly important if we lose the cops on this next pursuit breaker. If anything, it'd be better to retain one. But it's not really possible if you're destroying pursuit breakers.
One more to go.
Because what typically happens is I've just taken out all those cops. My odds of getting another one before the cooldown meter finishes is quite low. So then I lose the cops, but then I'm just going to get the cops back again by the time I reach the third pursuit breaker.
5-1 advising you all to go mobile. File and clear, please.
Loop around to line myself up for the cooldown spot.
That'll teach him to mess with us. You're all right, pretty boy.
I'll hang just a little outside of the cooldown spot so that I should be... Oh, no, hang on, that cop's coming. Okay, like that. Just instant cooldown, straight to the checkpoint. And now a 2-minute 20 intermission, where I hold on for dear life. If you've got any questions to ask about the game or the run, now would be the time to do so. I'm keeping an eye on the chat.
There you go, chat. It's an open floor. Any questions? Maybe something to do with the game would be more beneficial than anything more existential, but if you have any questions, the floor is yours.
What's my favourite car? That's not a fair question. I enjoy too many cars. I mean, I suppose I grew up... let me think. I think it was... Porsches mostly, but then the Supra. Because I felt like I had to pick a Japanese car at some point. That's always a debate. I do like an RX-7 though. Made me quite happy to find out that the RX-7 was going to be the meta car. I'd hate to drive something I don't enjoy.
All Palm Harbor units. We have a pursuit and it's code 3. That's code 3 southbound. Arrested eastbound on Cordova. This call's gonna be handled on channel 1.
What I typically do is try and hug the wall there so that as many cops follow me the long way as possible. It seems to have decided to do quite the opposite of cooperate and completely ruin my plans. So I'll go for the backup plan.
He's running a block. I can't get past him.
I'll take a couple with me, take them to the pursuit breaker on the far side. Ooh, heavy SUVs. It's a shame I can't do anything with them.
This is 4-7.
When you're ready, guys, come on.
What do you want me?
Hope I can load. There we go.
I lost him. I need a quadrant off my 20.
That's a bit messy. If I could have at least one highway battle, you know, where the AI gets stuck in a truck or something, that'd be great. It can happen, it does happen, just refuses to happen to me recently. Typically a truck might spawn in that outlet lane I just went into. Then the AI will get stuck no matter what. Usually give me an easier win. No such luck this time though. I'd say this isn't an RNG dependent game, but the best speedruns of it will be the most RNG dependent at this point in time.
Request that be advised. We just got a 911 report of a speeding vehicle, last seen southbound on orange. Can I get units to get ready to respond, please?
I could use more details if you got them. I'm checking out that disturbance call, but the complainant was gone. I'm clear of that call. We'll check this out. Dispatch, 1033, 1033. Okay, slow it down, we're gonna box them in. Everybody follow my lead.
I thought I tagged 4. There. I'm just going to go in the direction of the gas stations from before, just so I can shake some of these cops later down the line once I'm done tagging them.
Okay, shut him down. MBA, he ran my car. Negative on the stop, vehicle full mobile. Nah, I can't get in there, he's giving me a hard time.
Sometimes roadblocks will spawn up this way too, make it a lot easier to get the tags.
Watch it, he's moving right through the substation.
Please. Roadblocks, please.
We need hazmat now.
I'll just shake a couple of these so I stop getting harassed.
Yeah, this guy, another suspect. This guy's crazy. I got no visual contact on the
Now they're hiding from me. That's great.
trying to get a 20. Yeah, we got him. I'm pulling up on his stick now.
But if I just pull up along here, they don't technically see me. If the cooldown spot's just to the left. Or you gotta pull in real quick, but
Attention all units on the code 3 chase.
that's better. This driver job's a bit of a funny one. It's a point A to point B, but they just give you unlimited NOS. It helps because the car's not particularly good in the first place.
To pick up a package for me, but do it fast. You're gonna use my favorite car, so don't scratch it up.
Well, unlimited quotation marks, NOS. The hood cam's ripped straight from Pro Street. I'm just running it for a bit now, just for proof about the render distance. You can see stuff just barely popping in view in time. Very dangerous.
Good. Now get back here, fast. Okay, pretty boy.
Restart here so I don't get the cops ahead of me. I'll just have the two behind me, which will drop off not long into this route. Typically for an optimal attempt at this mission, you do just one-shot it, but the cops do have a tendency to stick. And you need to be in cooldown, I think, by the time you reach this first checkpoint. Otherwise you'll be in a perpetual chase with the cops.
All units on the missing vehicle call, cancel and clear. Proceed, cancel
Okay, good work. The decoy will take it from here. Just don't do
Now back the way we came. The GPS, for whatever reason, wants you to ramp it through the middle of prison resort thing. I don't know why. It's funnier, but it's a lot slower.
Units in the Tri-City area, please be advised. Data code 6 has reported northbound near the power station, requesting units to start up.
Could use some more details if you got them.
Vehicle's an orange Mazda.
I'm just on my way to it at 26. We'll head over when I'm done.
Straight to the mission. Damn. Okay. So I suspected this would happen. The restart exit we had to do earlier might have done something to the rank points. You need X amount of rank points as well as completing Y amount of events to progress to the next stage. At least we've got enough events spare where I can just do an extra event, but it will be substantial time loss unless I can get lucky.
BCB on runner, following its last known direction of travel.
Alright, next mission You know, Carmen says, "Hey, want to do another race? Hee hee ha."
You're on, mister. Look, I know you're fast, but let's see if you can go all the way.
There's a specific way we've got to do this. Hug the wall up along here. Try and cut in as close as we can so that it will trip the AI up on the corner. Didn't work out time. Okay.
Not bad.
I'll see if I can go up along here. No, alright, I'll do a restart. There's a specific thing I want to do where it's another one of those trigger the pursuit brake to skip the cutscene things. And at the end of the pursuit brake falling, I'll just appear on the road with the next step of the mission in front of me. I think I'll get away with it this time. Yep, you can tell because the pursuit brake has reset itself. I spawn over here, I circle back, Carmen may or may not ramp off the thing, the 3 goons that you got to take out follow. The 3rd one's not falling off. Of course, you know, they're driving CLKs with like V12s in them. Very important not to hit the car into Carmen, because it will count as damaging her. And now we've got the 3rd goon left, who will run away rather than go after Carmen, who is keeping me from going after him. Destroyed a 3rd one, finished the thing early, we're still on pace, somehow.
The attack on
Yep, goons. The original usage of the word. Don't know why, but it is. Something about that doesn't usually happen. Something about a big mafia guy, Chow Wu, trying to get back at you for screwing with his stuff. But of course it's not adequately explained in this game. Or this version of the game, rather. Truck? No truck. Don't go over here. Grand Theft 5 a mission that appears in the PC version. But what PC version doesn't have is Lamborghinis for cop cars.
No one
one will expect this. Now you rip off a cop car. How cool is that?
Pretty simple. Just take down 2 targets. They'll be easier than your takedown targets up to this point, usually. And you just got to handle all these heavy cops around you. If you so desire, you unlock these cop cars over the course of a career playthrough, and there's a little takedown mode you can do where you can be a overt police officer as opposed to a covert one, and take down a bunch of targets, and it gives you like about 20k that you can put towards your career.
He ran me. I may have to drop out.
Nice. That taught him a thing or two. Now get out of
Trick
there.
the cops.
All units stand down. Check suspect info from your PVC. Keep your eyes open, okay?
I was going to say, as long as I'm in cooldown mode, I can still hit the safe house, but not when the cops are right in front of it.
I just got hit. I'm still 1087.
That'll do. Very important to do the bounty mission straight after Grand Theft 5 instead of a race. Because what happens when you do the race right after Grand Theft 5 is that something in the cop AI trips, and the cops will auto lock onto you if they're roaming in the middle of a race. Big nuisance. But otherwise, this bounty mission's pretty simple. Take everyone surrounding you out on the nearby pursuit breaker, duck into the cooldown spot right next door. Yeah, right on cue, there's usually a roaming Lamborghini on that stretch of road. If I'd gone straight to the race instead of the bounty event, it would be chasing me down rather rapidly right about now. I just want to make my races as smooth as possible. That's not what I mean when I say smooth as possible.
I could just step in here just to say that you're watching McRaeathon, a blast from the past 2000, and this is, alas, the finale. This is the final run of the event. You have a little over an hour left. should you wish to make a donation to our fabulous partner here, which is Get Well Gamers. Get Well Gamers is a charity that looks to provide children in hospitals, particularly those with extended stays, with a bit of video game and entertainment. And we have so far raised £275, which is a lovely amount, but it'd be amazing if we could hit 300 before the end of the event. Judging by the estimate, and I'm not jinxing anything one way or the other, you have about an hour and 20 minutes to go should you wish to make a donation. Of course, as part of your donation, you can make a comment, so you can even get me to say something if you wish. Within reason. But thank you everyone who has donated so far, but you'll see the pinned comment at the top of the chat. That'll take you to where you need to go to make that donation. Thank you everyone who has donated so far, but if we could hit that 300 within the next hour or so, that'd be absolutely amazing.
I got a major suspect and a civilian vehicle. Let's get EMS out here, code 3. Suspect lost. Get 4 units to canvass the area.
Cover you.
So this mission's called The Fugitive. Oh yeah, you're meant to break a guy out of this van here and then escape with him or something. Thing about the van, I think it picks up some of the traits from randomly generated AI races. Yeah, it tries to pick a set of rims and a color scheme. A run I did before today had a white one. I've seen blue, I've seen green, I've seen orange. Very funny. Won't see it for very long though. Very easy to smack about.
Excellent. Don't worry, man. This guy's a hell of a driver. He'll have you home.
I'm not going to be able to just ditch them. I'll try and lead them into a pursuit breaker. I just have to be mindful that there is a possibility the helicopter will spawn, and that will limit my options. There's the heli. I could get rid of it on our favourite, the ice cream man. If that other cop further down will get closer, no, okay.
We're taking on a little too much damage, so we gotta head back for repairs.
They usually don't duck down the side alley. I was hoping for an easy escape.
1036. Dispatch on PCB on the correction cancel that. I see him. Yeah, our guy's back by the warehouse. again.
Cool down, cool down, cool down, cool down.
No 20 on the vehicle, but he's got
I can even hit the objective and cool down. That'll do. Straight into Hornet's Nest.
Okay, man, since you ain't afraid of the cops, we got another job for you. Lion's Den and all. You're gonna pick up this ride. There's a package in it that will turn some heads. You're gonna drop the package in front of the police station. Honk to make sure they see the car you're driving. Then you get away, take the car back to where you found it. Easy, right? Now just get down to the police station. It's on your map. Might wanna hurry, though.
I promise I'm usually a better driver than this. I don't usually hit so much traffic.
There's the station. Now just leave the package out front.
Port Crescent, be advised. You got a code 6 attempting to evade police units. Now head eastbound on Capitol Street. Comm Center will pass this over to an ops channel. Stand by. Suspect's driving a black Dodge Viper.
Priority 1 in this one is usually just escaping. The longer I spend trying to take cops out or something, the sooner the helicopter arrives. I've been quite... never mind. I was going to say I've been quite fortunate with the cop spawns in front of me. Oh, I could get cooled down. Cheeky. Very cheeky. Now I can just waltz straight into the safe house. This one's a bit funny. AI pathfinding usually gets stuck on a tree over there, but otherwise you guide them off the ledge and then run back the other way. Just like that. Every single outrun in this game is cheesable, thankfully. Unlike the highway battles.
Monitoring. Got a 911 report of a speeding vehicle, last seen moving east on Valencia Hills. Requesting all available units to attend.
Dispatch, is that all you got on the call?
Vehicle's an orange Mazda.
Looks like I'm pretty close. See what I can do.
cheeky cop. Almost got me. He's going to get me if I keep crashing into traffic.
Attention all PC units. Police are in a code 3 pursuit of a fleeing suspect.
Now we wait for a heli to show up. I'm looking backwards so that we can keep all the cops behind me rendered, because they have a tendency to disappear. So I've got to kind of go into this pursuit breaker blind. And also wait for a... There we go. A very troublesome helicopter. 8 out of 9. I'll hit that roadblock and go home. The Gelatos are very hard to flip. Come on, let me evade, please. Okay, very good. Going through a shortcut here lines me up better for the ramp up here. Instead of having to do a nasty dogleg kind of turn. I'm just keeping an eye on that rank point situation. I'm hoping I don't have to do a extra event if I can help it. $359. How much does this give?
Attention all units. We're getting reports of the speed vehicle.
I see we're reaching the nasty bit of the game where the AI gives itself endgame cars way too early. The CCX is literally the best car in the game, and I've got to try and fight that plus a rubber band AI. So I've got to lock in. That is the opposite of locking in. I know it's partially me, but the traffic in this race is woeful. Just generally. I don't know what controls it or how. It's probably a per event thing. I do wish we had something like a Most Wanted's lap glitch system or something, because at least you can fiddle with the traffic in there too. Alright, perfect. A recurring problem I have is that I'm shorter
Chow Wu.
a
Go get the cops mad at him for a
number of rank points, so usually I have to do a longer toll booth race to make up the difference. But I've been quite fortunate today. Don't have to burn extra minutes where I don't need to.
Pushing them off the road. All units stand by.
We just lost the unit. Give me more cover.
Knock on wood. I've got my life split up in the corner and it says my current pace is 228.
I don't see it. About 10:20 at last known location. Cancel BCB. I got him.
Yeah.
I need more cover.
Could end up finishing
Calls and give me everyone you got.
maybe 10 or more minutes under
Some more ground units. They're heading up now.
under forecast.
Yeah, now they're mad. Take him to Chow Wu.
So if you're considering a donation, I say get it in soon.
Okay, slow it down. Following him, man, to the water plant.
Presuming you do want to donate again, pinned comment right at the top of the chat will take you to where you need to go to do that. And I'd once again just like to give, as we're coming towards the end of not just the run, well, we're not towards the end of the run, but you know what I mean, just like to give a shout out once more to our friends at NSG for not only restreaming the event, but lending us a lot of support in making sure that McRaeathon is as absolutely awesome as it can possibly be. So thank you to NSG. But yes, we are coming towards the pointy end of McRaeathon, a blast from the past 2000. So if you can donate, please do. If you get it in, we can make sure it's all read live, so you get the acknowledgement you so thoroughly deserve. But thank you everyone else donated so far. But if we could just keep inching towards that 300 before we finish, that'd be awesome.
We've now reached the part where I drive the second fastest car in the game. Ford GT. Got gobs and gobs of acceleration. I barely need the speed breaker spam for half of the corners I have to do. It's that fast. There are 3 more cars you'd unlock at the very tippy tail end of the game. The Lamborghini Murcielago, the Koenigsegg CCX, as I mentioned earlier, and the Pagani Zonda. Problem is, I think they unlock just too late to be able to get the most out of them. When there's a perfectly good, very serviceable Ford GT sitting right here. Or if you're so inclined, the Carrera GT is not far behind. Again, much like Most Wanted. I would say that the Carrera is a little understeery.
Palm Harbor, be advised. We got a report of a vehicle moving at high speed, driving west on Water Street. Units in the area, get rolling.
Dispatch, I need more info. I got the call on my screen. I'll have to check it out.
This upcoming event's gonna be a bit of an interesting one. You've had mostly paltry sums like, I don't know, 25k cost a state, or wreck 5 cars or whatever. Now you've got to get 200,000 bounty out of nowhere. The big key here will be maintaining a combo as long as possible. And basically just knocking out every cop I see. Can't afford to get fancy. Also can't afford to have cops lagging behind, but I can't get everything I want. Every moment that the combo resets is time loss, basically. Oh, there's a roadblock. Oh yeah, and it's just condition 2 cops. It's just farming all these easy to take out, but very not valuable in terms of bounty. Getting these larger blocks to spawn on the highway, super necessary. We're on decent pace, I suppose. Oh, another one. Thank goodness. Oh, extra flip. I'll take that. Come over here. Another one? Sorry? That doesn't usually happen. Normally I'm sitting here driving in circles going, please spawn me blocks, but the game is choosing to be very gracious. Alright, got my bounty. Now I floor it out of here. Condition 2s can't usually catch you, but if they spawn ahead of you, that's another thing. I'll try and go on ahead to a cooldown spot. That's huge. That's really huge. I just saved a lot of time there. Just got to make sure the final stretch of this runs as optimal as I can make it.
And I've just noticed in chat, not for the first time during this event, but we have a raid from BingoThon. So thank you to BingoThon for that raid. Lovely to see you here once again. This is, for those of you new, this is Need for Speed Undercover, and this is the final speed run of McRaeathon, a blast from the past 2000. We are raising money for Get Well Gamers. If you want to donate, the pinned comment at the top of the chat will take you where you need to go. But thank you. If people haven't said thank you before, I'm sure they have. But thank you, BingoThon, for the raid once again. And we're getting towards very much the end of McRaeathon. Of course, Viper will be along afterwards to give his closing thoughts, but if we could, I'm still going to keep my optimism going. If we could get towards that 300 before the end of the event, that'd be awesome. But thank you for the raid, and please do keep the donations coming in if you can.
These Galados are choosing to be quite stubborn again, not turning when I want them to turn, getting caught up at the entrance there. Oh dear. That was close. Yeah. Killing 12 of these will be difficult, given they don't flip. Oh yeah, and we're meant to get a heli at some point. There we go. 10 out plus heli. Am I fortunate enough to get roadblocks? No. Yes. No. Yes. Alright. Perfect. I'm out of here. Same just as the last one. Just leg it to the nearest cooldown spot. That can't cheese it. I was gonna say if I could duck into that cooldown spot out of the line of sight of the block, then I'd get away with it. Just gotta spend a little bit longer hunting. Oh, behave. Come on. This is not the time to be doing this. Don't usually have to do all that. Okay, still green. Yeah, a lot of these cooldown spots were not very well thought out. Most of them are... well, not most. No, I'll say it. Most are just plainly in the middle of intersections or in the middle of a road. You've probably seen evidence and bits and pieces as you go, but it's... I'm sad to admit it's a half-baked game. It's the nature of alternate ports or previous gen ports, particularly when you're under crunch to get the games out in the first place. Yeah. Black Box yearly schedule rush was infamous. I think, what, from the moment Most Wanted blew up, maybe? They were daisy chaining the next game and the next game. Before Carbon's done, they're working on Pro Street. Before Pro Street's done, they're working on Undercover at the same time. It's a tale as old as the industry that some of these games just needed longer to cook. That was a very easily avoidable mistake. Speaking of all the different platforms, you think the rubber band's bad on this version? Have a look at Undercover DS. It's just constant. I don't envy anyone that plays the game, let alone runs it.
Got a report of a street racer, westbound on Water Street. Can I get someone to start up that way now, please?
Go into the wall, please.
Any more details? I'll take that. We got there right now.
Robert, please be advised. We're getting reports of a speeding vehicle driving west on a crossroad freeway. Clear that up. Attention all PH units. Got a possible code 6 just 20. I need you to
Lado hitbox strikes again. Very annoying to try and take down. Oh. Not to mention the constant stopping and starting that the pathfinding does. Oh, don't flip now. Come on. This happens sometimes. Okay, still on pace. %70 of the time, ducking through the theatre like that works 100% of the time. This one's get 6 infractions. Haven't done infractions event up to this point. Apparently the trick is to do all of the infractions of the crimes or some such in direct and full view of the of a police cruiser. It's I'm not going to pretend I understand how it tracks. My usual strat here is, you know, smack a cop or two, hit a civvy car, go off-road a little, and then just go really fast. Just like that. I assume half of it's the driving recklessly, driving at insane speeds. Then at the end, nice little cooldown spot.
Tri-City units, please be advised. Got a vehicle moving at a real high rate of speed. Just see. Moving north on Alena Boulevard. I need a unit to clear and head out that way.
Dispatch, you got, is that what you got on that vehicle?
Suspect's in a silver Ford TT.
I'm just about to get off, but, I can assist if needed.
Praying for a truck to be coming down in the opposite lane right now. Nope, clearest traffic I've had in the entire game, and it's the one time where I need traffic. There's the count it, count it, count it, count it. No, lost him. Rubber band strikes again. I can only get so lucky so often. How's he gonna do? No, okay. In a previous run I did, I had this AI do like a 500 km/h wheelie past me. That'll do. I think this is the last timed circuit of the run. Another 2 minutes 40 to burn, outside of my control.
just whilst we're going through this event, just to remind everyone that we are very, very, very close now to the end of McRaeathon. A blast from the past 2000. We massively appreciate everyone who has donated so far. £275 is absolutely awesome. But if you do want to make a donation, this is probably going to be one of your last opportunities to do so, particularly if you want to have it read out on stream. Don't forget you can make a comment and I'll read that out for you on stream. But this is very, very near to the end of the run. We'd like to give one last final shout out to NSG for their support of McRaeathon. They've been restreaming us on their channel, and we massively appreciate all the help that they've given us to make sure that this event has been as absolutely awesome as it has been. But we are getting very, very close to the end of McRaeathon. As I said earlier, Viper will be on with the closing statement before we put the metaphorical car back in the garage until the next event. But if you would like to donate, right at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, please do. It's amazing to how many donations we have had so far. But this is your last chance, and if you can, Get Well Gamers is an absolutely amazing cause. But please, we're getting close. If you want to donate, now's probably your last chance. So I'm going to leave it up to you. But back to Need for Speed.
As it stands, as projected rather, less than 10 minutes until the run ends. I'm sitting 7 seconds in the red, but otherwise there's a possibility that I could get a PB. So I'm just going to lock in for this next little bit here, if I can. Oh, forgot about that. Okay, PV might be a little harder now. Rip civilian van, gone but not forgotten. I saw like a frame of it hitting the barrier before it disappeared. Three seconds time loss on that one, 11 seconds in the red. Just need the cops to behave for once, please. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, we'll just go this way then. Flip. Why aren't you flipping? Why won't you flip when it counts? Stop spinning and start flipping. Thank you. Okay, just go over here then. Sometimes the sometimes the pursuit breaker there likes to double trigger or something like that. I'm just going to go in the direction of the pursuit breakers. I can't afford to sit around waiting for roadblocks. The cops should follow me, and even if they don't, I've got backup in 50. I'll send them towards a giant globe. I'll just chain a bunch of... No, they're all going to despawn behind me. Thank you so much. 12, 13... 14, 15, 2 on the right. Get closer, 16. Need another one. Is that a block?
We lost the PC. We lost the PC. Those guys are gonna need help.
17. Do I circle back?
Watch it. This guy's hitting this brick. Harvey just tunneled right into us.
19. Because one of the block cops pulled out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Here's another reason why we play on easy. If you get boxed in, the busted meter takes forever. 20. Difficulty is the helis decided to show up now of all times.
Report we can, guys. We need some more communication here.
And then disappeared now of all times. I don't get it. Is that the heli still? Oh my. Okay, I'll go back. Heli! Come here. Hello. Fine. Second to last mission. Yeah, the collision boxes are just... They extend a solid arms width, I guess, out from your
Trying to get away from
vehicle.
head northwest on Palm Street. Calls to be handled on Channel 4.
That's just how most Wii games were.
We're headed southbound on Red. Getting out front. Hold on. Suspect just got into an MVA. Minor traffic in VA. He's still running though. This is Jenna 5-9. We're covering the north side. We'll let you know. Code 6 just got away from me. We'll request units for quadrants off his last known location. Yeah, I see him. I see him sitting on 20 now. We're going 1026. If fuel levels are critical, we're going to have to disengage. Celtic active. Suspect vehicle still mobile. He's still mobile. I'll call the shots from here, guys.
Just need to keep this smooth and relatively cop-free. I'll duck into the little so much for cop-free. Duck into the little beachfront houses alley thing.
I got him. 67 deployed on the center of the road.
So this is typically where you evade, get a cutscene but I haven't figured out how to skip yet. And then it's a smooth drive all the way up. But sometimes if you get your timing funny, the game will respawn you like in the air and then you'll drop back down. There's a clip somewhere for it. Alright. Timer stops when Chase's health bar goes completely blank. Like 0. Usually on the last hit. I'm going to let Chase go in front of me a bit because her autopilot should make her slam into a barrier ahead.
Jet 5-9, we're heading out to search the quadrant right now.
She's autopiloted straight through.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Come on, get into a wall. Sliver left. Done. That's PB. By 7 seconds. I wasn't expecting that to be a PB run. That's it. I can do the final cutscene, but I haven't been great at explaining what's going on, and it's full of the lines because of the video format and emulator. But
Yeah.
What I found. Take a look at this.
all right.
Filled me in on everything she knew. Zach, Hector's role.
Final thoughts before signing out, I guess.
So this is what Chow Wu was trying to smuggle out of the country. Chase Lin was willing to
I reckon there's still gobs of potential left in this game as a speed game.
pay above anybody's expectations.
Hasn't been explored nearly as much as it could be. But even on the casual level, it's just a great bit of fun, even if it's not completely finished or serious half of the time. A lot of the exploits are just around manipulating AI more than material stuff like your lap glitches or your out of bounds or stuff like that. But there's still like a real method to the madness.
Oh, awesome, Rob. Before we head off into our final intermission, do you want to give a shout out to your Twitch channels or socials or anything like that?
Twitch channel, Evers _ as displayed. If you've got any questions to ask me, it's Evers with 2 underscores on Discord. Don't really use any other socials apart from that. But otherwise, thank you for having me. It's been a great run.
Okay, awesome, and congrats on the PB. Before we head into the intermission, we have had a £10 donation from Culinary Hell with the comment, "This doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe it will to you." But wow, Osaka Azamunga is awesome at NFS Undercover for PlayStation 2. Smiley face. I have no idea.
It's the profile picture.
Who that. Okay, very good. Okay, well, at least it makes sense to you. But thank you for that donation. That has took us to £285, which is absolutely awesome. But we are going to take a brief intermission, but do not go too far because it is very nearly the end of McRaeathon, a blast from the past 2000. But Viper will be along very shortly to give us his closing thoughts on the event. But go grab yourself a tea or a coffee or any kind of beverage. Do not go too far. And remember, you still have the opportunity to donate. You got the pinned comment right at the top there. But we'll be taking a quick intermission. We will be back very shortly.